Hello friends, welcome to Abhidhamma part 9. In the last video we have just touched about Arupa Vachara Chittas. There are total 12 Arupa Vachara Chittas and is divided into 3. Arupa Vachara Kusala Chitta 4, Arupa Vachara Vipaka Chitta 4, Arupa Vachara Kiriya Chitta 4. So today we are going to look about all these things. First of all, let's see about Arupa Vachara Kusala Chittas. There are total 4. That means immaterial sphere moral consciousness. So we have seen in this Rupa Vachara, it is 16 Rupa Brahmaloka, and Arupa Vachara means there are 4 Arupa Brahmalokas above this 16 Rupa Brahmalokas. So that is called Arupa. There is no Rupa. So here only mind is there. So that is why it is called immaterial sphere. There is no form at all. Only mind is there. So there are 4 world, Arupa Vachara Brahma world. So they experience this type of chittas or mind. So let us see the first one, Arupa Vachara Kusala Chittas, that is immaterial sphere moral consciousness. So it is divided into 4. So they are, first is Ubekha. Minus means Ubekha. AKAS, Akashan Jayatana. Next is Ubekha, that means dash, Vinyanan Jayatana. Dash, Akinchanayatana. Dash, Neva Sanya Na Sanyayatana. I'll explain it later. The first one is read like this. First jhana, Ubekha Ekagada Sahitam Akasanchayatana Kusalachittam. That means Akasanchayatana, moral consciousness together with equanimity and one-pointedness. And second one is Ubekha Ekagada Sahitam Vinyanan Chayatana Kusalachittam. That means Vinyanan Jayatana, moral consciousness together with equanimity and one-pointedness. And the third one, Ubekha Ekagada Sahitam Akinchanayatana Kusala Chitta. That is translated as Akinchanayatana, moral consciousness together with equanimity and one-pointedness. And the fourth one, Ubekha Ekagada Sahitam Neva Sanya Nya Sanyayatana Kusala Chitta. That is translated as Neva Sanya Nya Sanyayatana, moral consciousness together with equanimity and one-pointedness. Now, for Arupa Vachara Vipaka Chittas and for Arupa Vachara Kiriya Chittas are also named the same way. Instead of Kusala Chittas, we had to add Kiriya, Vipaka Chitta and Kiriya Chittas. Then it becomes total 12. We have already seen in the previous example how it is done. Just replace Kusala with Vipaka. Then thing is done. And the next Chitta is Lokuttara Chitta. That means supra-mundane consciousness. Lokuttara means all these Chittas. For example, this Rupa Vachara, Arupa Vachara and Kama Vachara. All these things are called Loka. That means world. Above this world, there are some Chittas that is called Lokuttara Chitta. That means supra-mundane consciousness. That is called Nibbana. This is also termed as one type of Chitta. So that is called Lokuttara Chittas. So how can we experience this Nibbana or Lokuttara Chittas? It can be done in 2 ways. One is in Vipassana Yanika. In Vipassana way, taking insight meditation as the vehicle to get this Nibbana. So there will be total 8 type of this Lokuttara Chitta if you are taking Vipassana Yanika. Then the next method is Samatha Yanika, or taking insight, tranquility meditations or one-pointed meditation as a vehicle. If you are taking this method, there will be total 40 type of this Lokuttara Chittas. So it can be either 88 or 40. In the Samatha Yanika, we take this Rupa Vachara Jhana as a tool to get this supramundane state. And in Vipassana Yanika, we take another way, that means a normal way of vipassana. So in that we get only 8. Sodapatti Magga Chitta, Sodapatti Phala Chitta, and Sagdagami Magga Chitta and Sagdagami Phala Chitta, and Anagami Magga Chitta and Managami Phala Chitta, Arahata Magga Chitta and Arahata Phala Chitta. This Sodapatti Magga Chitta means Sodapatti path consciousness. Magga means path, Phala means fruitions. That is the difference between this. Sodapatti means the stream enterer. I'll explain it later. Sagdagami means once returner. Anagami means no returner. Arahat means totally enlightened one. So if you are taking this Samadha Yaniga, we have to use this Rupa Vachara meditations. So through that we go to this Nibbana. So Padama Jhana, Dudiya Jhana, Taduddha Jhana, Panjama Jhana. Through this also we can get this Nibbana. So total Chitta become 81 if you are practicing 89 if you are practicing Vipassana Yaniga, and 121 Chittas if you are practicing Samadha Yaniga. So we'll see later with all these details I'll tell in the videos. Hello friends, welcome to Abhidhamma part 9. In the earlier lesson we have learned about Rupa Vachara Chittas, and now we are going to learn about Arupa Vachara Chittas. So in the previous lesson we have mentioned around 12 Arupa Vachara Chittas. So they are divided into Kusala, Vipaka and Kiriya. 4 Kusala, 4 Vipaka and 4 Kiriya. So total it will become 12. So what is this Arupa Vachara? Arupa Vachara means there are 16 Rupa Brahma world, and above that 4 Arupa Brahma world is there, or immaterial sphere, or Arupa world. So in this world there are some Rupa Brahmas living there. They don't have any body. So that is it is called Arupa. That means from 5th jhana to 8th jhana, if you are practicing in this lifetime, after death we will be born in this Arupa Vajra, Arupa Brahma world. Their lifespan will be aeons together. It will be very, very long lifespan they have got. So what type of chittas these people are experiencing? This Arupa Vachara Kusala Chittas, there are total immaterial sphere mode consciousness. So let's see. Arupa Vachara Chitta, there are 12, and in that Kusala is 4, Vipaka is 4 and Kiriya is 4. So let's see the Kusala first. Here you have seen the chart. Here all it is mentioned minus. That means all Ubeka. Ubeka means equanimity. So with equanimity we are practicing this type of meditation. The object is equanimity as well as one-pointedness. That is how we are progressing in this Arupa Jhana, or immaterial consciousness or meditation. If you are practicing, there is no other object except equanimity as well as one-pointedness. Whatever arises in our meditation, we are equanimous and there is a concentration is there, then we are progressing in that. So how we are going to progress? So we have seen the Rupa Vachara Chittas. We have seen there are 5 Jhanangas: Vitakka, Vichara, Pidhi, Sukha, Ekagata. So in the 5th position there is only Ekagata is there, and from that 5th position this Arupa Vachara start. That means after this Rupa Vachara, then Arupa Vachara Chitta start. That means we have finished 4 meditations. In the Rupa Vachara there are 5 meditations. The 4th one we have finished. The 5th one only Ekagata is there, Panchama Jhana. That becomes the first one of this Arupa Vachara Chittas. For example, we have eliminated all Vitakka, Vichara, Pidhi, Sukha, Ekagata, Pidhi, Sukha, everything we have eliminated. Now there is only Ekagata is there. So when we reach this Arupa Vachara first jhana, that means first we have to finish this Rupa jhana, 4 Rupa jhana we have to finish, then only we will reach Arupa jhana. That is also total 4. But we have mentioned around 5 Rupa jhana, and the 5th jhana become the first jhana in Arupa jhana. That means the 5th Rupa jhana become the first Arupa jhana. What is here happening? In that we have, for example, we are meditating on some breath or some outside object. So we have initially vitarka, vichara, piti, sukha, everything is there. Then we eliminated vitarka, vichara, then we eliminated piti, then we eliminated sukha also. Then there is only ekaggata is there and the equanimity is there. So when you advance in the 4th stage, what will happen? You will, instead of seeing that that ekaggata, instead of seeing that object, you will see the mind is vibrating. So you have reached that subtler state where you can see the subtler movement of the mind. So initially there will be a vibration, and each vibration there will be a space that is called akasa. Then you concentrate on the space and you start expanding yourself. Your consciousness is expanding. So that is called akasanchayatana. Iska matlab, that means the space that is anand, that means infinite space. Then you will be, your object is infinite space. So that become your first Arupa Vajra Chittas. That object is infinite space. So that is called Akashanchayatana Kusala Chitta. Here Ubeka is there, equanimity is there. Without equanimity you can't have all this jhana chittas. The equanimity will be always there. Earlier in the Rupa jhana there was somanasa, with a pleasant feeling it was there, but here there is no pleasant feeling, there is no feeling in the mind, there is no feeling in the body. You have transcended the mind and body, and now you are in the chittas round only, and here you don't experience any pleasure or joy or zest or happiness or anything. Here your mind is just equanimous. So that is why here is it is used to upekha. Upekha means that minus symbol is there, you are having equanimous, and ekaggata is there. When you reach the first stage, you will see the space in between the mental vibrations. So that is called akashanchayatana. Then he sees infinite space everywhere. So with that he is progressing. So that is called akashanchayatana. Then again, if he advance, he find that vijnana, that here first he see that space, then he inquire further, is there anything else? Then when he reaches second jhana, he will find that vijnana, or the consciousness is there, everywhere the consciousness is there, because it is coming and going. So he find that consciousness. Now he take the consciousness as the object, and he find that everywhere it is consciousness. So that is why it is called vijnananjayandana. Vijnana ananda, that means infinite consciousness will be there. So he reached the second jhana. So second jhana is termed as Ubekha Ekaggata Sahitam. Ubekha means equanimity, Ekaggata means one-pointed, Sahita means together, Vijnananchayatana, infinite consciousness, Kusala Chittam, moral consciousness. So in the second he is experiencing this type of chittas. Then when he advanced the third, there he reached Ubekha Ekagata Sahitam Akinchayatana Kusalachita. Akinchan, that means there is nothing is there. He find that in that state, when you reach, the mind vibration becomes so still, there is no vibration at all. You will find that there is no vibration, nothing is there. So that state is called Akinchanayatana. There is nothing is there. So that chitta is called Ubekha Egagata Sahitam Akinchanayatana Kusa. Akincha means nothing. Ayatanam Akinchanayatana. Akinchanayatana. It's come infinite Akinchan. Infinite nothing is there. So he experienced that type of third Arupa Vachara Chittas. And again he advanced, then he experienced the fourth one, that is Ubekha Egagata Sahitam Nevasanya Nyasanyayatana Kusala Chitta. That means Nevasanya Nyasanyayatana, moral consciousness, together with equanimity and one-pointedness. What is Nevasanya Nyasanyayatana? Initially he has seen the space, then he saw the consciousness, then he saw there is no vibration is arising, then he penetrate, he found that the perception or sanya, that is little bit of perception is there. So he find that little bit of perception, sometimes he feel that the perception is there, sometimes he feel there is no perception. So that is called nevasanya. Sometimes he feel that there is something is there, the perception is working, sometimes he find that perception is not working. So that is called neva sanya na sanya idana. So these are the four arupa vachara kusala chittas. And vipaga chitta and kriya chitta is also same termed in the same way as we have seen in the previous lesson. Here the vipaga chitta, for example, we are experiencing this arupa vachara chittas now. The vipaga chitta will be experiencing when we are reborn in the arupa world or immaterial sphere. If we are reborn, then whatever the kusala meditation we did here with this arupa vachara chittas, that result you will be getting in the vipaka chittas. And there are four kriya chittas. It is experienced only by arhat as well as buddhas when they are doing this arupa immaterial sphere moral consciousness, or if they are practicing this arupa vachara chittas meditation, if they are practicing, so they are they'll be getting this. The first of all, let us see what is this vijnana and sankhya. We have just seen some new words. So basically we can divide our mind into four categories. Broadly we can divide into four categories. First, something is arising in our mind, then the first part is says that vigyan, that means consciousness, it arises. For example, we have seen some object outside, so the eye consciousness will arise. It doesn't know what is this object and all this thing. Then the second part of the mind, it analyze it, then it is called sankhya. Sankhya means it is perception, what it is. So it will find sankhya, that's what this object, whether it is a man or animal or human or animal, so how it different says. So that part is called sankhya or perception. And the third part of chitta comes, if the perception say it is good, then the feeling in that our body become pleasant feeling. If the perception say that is bad, then the feeling in our become bad. Then the third mind, that is called vedana. Vedana means experience. When the perception say it is good, we have a pleasant experience. If the perception say it is bad, then we are having an unpleasant experience. That is called vedana. Then the fourth one is sankhara or formations. If the vedana is good, then we say I want it, I want it. So that is called we are making a particular sort of sanskara. Then if the vedana is unpleasant, our mind says that we don't want, we don't want. That's another type of sankhara. So these are the four grosser things of the mind. So from that you can identify what is vijnana and what is sanya. So we have understood that the arupa vachara chitta we have finished. There are total 12. Kusala arupa vachara chitta 4, vipaka chitta 4, kriya chitta 4. So total 12. Now we are going to see Lokottara Chitta or supramundane consciousness. So far we have seen Kamavachara, Rupavachara, Arupavachara. These are all world or sphere where we all live. But there is one sphere that is beyond this matter and mind. That is called Lokottara Chittas. That is Nibbana. For example, we went inside and we transcended the body as well as the mind. Then we experience something beyond this mind and body. So that is called Lokottara Chitta or supramundane consciousness. In that consciousness we experience Nibbana. So that is our ultimate aim. Why we are doing all these things? To experience Nibbana or to experience this Lokottara Chittas. So these Chittas can be achieved in two ways. One is in Vipassana way and another is in Samatha way. Vipassana means insight, Samatha means tranquility. So it is called Vipassana Yanika. That means the vehicle of Vipassana. Samatha Yanika. That means the vehicle of Samatha or tranquility. So this two type of meditation leads to this Lokottara Chitta or to get Nibbana. We have to follow these two paths. Either Vipassana we have to follow or we have to follow Samatha. For example, we are taking Vipassana route. Then first we are concentrating on that some breath or sensation, whatsoever it may be. We are concentrating on the breath. That means we are practicing Samatha till we reach Upachara Samadhi. That means neighborhood concentration. When we reach, then we switch over to Vipassana. Instead of following to all this jhanas or meditation, we switch it off to Vipassana. Vipassana, what we are doing? We are trying to see the three characteristics of our body as well as mind. That is anicca, that is impermanent, anatta, dukkha, that means suffering, and anatta, non-self. So we are brooding over these three characteristics, and we reach a state where all our kamma sankharas or kammas will be annihilated, and we experience nibbana by vipassana yanika. So if you are following vipassana yanika, we can experience this in this way. And if you are following samatha yanika, then we follow this rupavachara, this chittas. Rupavachara chitta we have seen total 5. Rupavachara chitta, kusala chitta we have seen that 5. Vitakka, vichara, piti, sukha, ekagrata. So through that we are going. So if you are practicing samatha yanika, first we will achieve the first jhana with vitakka, vichara, piti, sukha, ekagrata sahitam. From there we switch over to then we experience the nibbana from there. So that is the samatha way. We finish the first jhana, then we switch over to anicca, dukkha, anatta, then we experience the fruition through that first jhana. Like that second jhana in the samatha, we are eliminating vitarka and vichara, piti, sukha, ekagrata sahitam. So when we reach the second jhana, then we switch over to vipassana, then we get that fruition. So there is two types. First is magga chitta and phala chitta. Magga means we are on the path consciousness. Phala means fruition consciousness. So that is the difference between these two. For example, we have gone through all this vipassana, we have practicing, and we have reached a stage where we have eliminated all the sankharas, akochara sankharas of the human world, as well as the 4 nether world. And when we have annihilated all the sankhara of the 4 nether world, then our mind will be first experience the first stage, that is called Sodapatti or stream enterer. That means first time we experience the Nibbana. So that person is called a stream enterer or Sodapatti. So if that person becomes Sodapanna or stream enterer, there will be only 7 life left over for him. Then he will be eliminating first 3 difficulties or samyojana, fetters of his mind. He can destroy 3. That is, first is Sakkayaditi. That means the body, that is I or my, that consciousness he eliminated. Then he eliminated Sila Bada Paramamsa. That means he eliminated his rite and rituals. That is totally eliminated. Then he eliminated Vichikitsa, the 3rd one. Then only we can say the person is a Sodapanna or stream enterer. When he advances, again he becomes Sagadagami or once returner. In that, he returns only to the Devaloka or human world only once, and he becomes Sagadagami. When he becomes Sagadagami, his 2 fetters will be weakened, that is Kamaraga and Vyavada. That means sensual desires and ill will be weakened. It will not be eliminated, but it will be weakened. And again he advanced, he becomes the 3rd stage of enlightenment, that is called Anagami, that means no returner. In that, his 2 fetters will be completely eliminated. That means no sensual, no Kamaraga will be there, no Vyavada will be there. And in that person, never Raga and Dvesha will never arise. Craving and aversion is totally annihilated when a person becomes Anagami. When a person becomes Arhat, his rest 5 fetters. There are total 10 fetters. 5 we have already eliminated. Next 5 fetters will be eliminated totally when he becomes Arhat. That is Ruparaga. That means craving for fine material sphere. And Aruparaga, craving for this Arupa, immaterial sphere. Then he is having doubt. The 3rd one is he don't have any restlessness. And the 4th one is he don't have any avidya. And the 5th one is he doesn't have any pride or mana. So this total 10 fetters will be totally annihilated when a person becomes Arhat. There are 2 chittas. First is Magga chitta, then Phala chitta. So for example, when we become Sodapanna, we have to, first of all, we have to get rid of all the 4 lower fields of life, we have to remove all the sankharas, then we will reach a state we are ready for that nibbana. So that stage is called magga. Magga means the stage before that enlightenment, that is called magga chitta, and the next moment it will be phala chitta or fruition state. He will experience the nibbana. So that is the 2 stage. So if he is following, we have seen in the Vipassana Yaniga, you will experience total 8 Lokottara Chitta. 8 means Sodapatti Magga Chitta, Sagdagami Magga Chitta, Anagami Magga Chitta, Arahanta Magga Chitta. Magga Chitta means path consciousness. So we have these 4, and corresponding Phala Chitta is also there. Sodapatti Phala Chitta or fruition consciousness, Sagdagami fruition consciousness, Anagami fruition consciousness, and Arhat fruition consciousness. So total 8 Lokottara Chittas there if you are following Vipassana Yanika. But if you are following Samatha Yanika, there will be total 40. How? For example, you have reached the first Rupa Jhana. So there are 5 Jhanangas. Vitakka, Vichara, Pidi, Sukha, Ekagada, Saidam, Padama, Jhana, Kusala Chittas. After reaching the first stage, then you are switching over to Vipassana. Then you concentrate on the Anicca, Dukkha, Anatta. Then you become Sotapanna. So that is called Vitakka, Vichara, Pidi, Sukha, Ekagada, Sahidam, Padama, Jhana, Kusala Chitta, Sodapatti, Magga Chitta. So before attaining that Sodapatti, that Magga, so that is called Magga Chitta. Then if we attain the Phala Chitta, then again Vitakka Vichara Pidi Sukha Ekagada Sahidam Padama Jhana Sodapatti Phala Chitta. So there will be total 5 Magga Chitta and 5 Phala Chitta. Likewise also Sagdagami also. If for example he have reached the he is practicing this 5 Rupa Jhana, then the first Jhana he contemplated on this Anicca, Dukkha, Anatta, and he becomes Sagdagami from the first Jhana. Then again there will be 5 Sagdagama path consciousness and Sagdagami fruition consciousness. Again he is following, and again he experienced the Anagami Vitakka Vichara Pidi Sukha Ekagada Sahidam, Anagami path consciousness and Anagami fruition consciousness. Then again it becomes 10. Again Arhat, again 5 plus 5, 10. So total 40. If you are practicing this Samatha Yanika, there will be 40 supramundane consciousness. If you are following this Vipassana Yanika, there will be only 8. So total 89 Chittas and 121 Chitta. So it will be there. So how it is 89? Let us see. For example, there are 54 Kamavachara Chittas and 27 Mahaggada Chittas. It includes 15 Rupa Vachara and 12 Arupa Vachara. So total 15 plus 12 it become 27. So 54 plus 27 it become 81. And if you are following this Vipassana Yanika, then 8 Lokottara Chitta will be there. So 81 plus 8, so total become 89. So if you are following Vipassana Yanika, there will be total 89 Chittas. But if you are following Samatha Yanika, there will be 121 Chittas. How? Kamavachara Chittas 54, Mahaggada Chitta. That means 15 Rupa and 12 Arupa together, it become 27. So 81 plus 40. 40 means you are having this 5 jhanas, and with that 5 jhana you are experiencing Sodapatti path and fruition, Sagdagami path and fruition, Anagami path and fruition. In this 5 jhanas, so total become 40 consciousness. So it become 40. So 81 plus 40 become 121. If you are following Samatha Yanika, it become 121. If you are following Vipassana Yanika, there will be 89. So these are all the Chittas that we are experiencing. So total Chitta, the chapter is over. Now the next video will be of Chedasika. So you have seen there are so many type of chitta, Kamavachara, Rupavachara, Arupavachara and Lokottara chitta, and there are so many subdivisions. We have seen the chittas of all this world. Now we have understood completely about the chittas, and now in the next video we'll be discussing about the Chedasika or mental concomitants. So now the consciousness, what are the consciousness we are experiencing, we have seen all in details, and it will be very confusing if you don't prepare the note, and otherwise you should download some Abhidhamma lesson in your mobile. First of all, you should go through all these things, then you should listen to this video, then it will be very clear to you. So in this way we have to advance. So we have finished with our chittas, and next video will be doing Chedasika. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.